First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. He gets this to Davante Adams. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. The Lions at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wright's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the RPO, he completes it.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 25. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's got room at the 30, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Able to slither by. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return. Touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They stay on the ground with White. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Here's White.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Garrett Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Raiders have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
72 yards.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. First down, here's White. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Opting to run again here with White.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. There he goes, right side.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
2nd and 11. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Up the middle they go. It's right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 2nd down, it's right, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
This is it. This is it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to right. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.